or on yours. I hardly ever am on my phone. I get on, I check my, you know, emails. When we're talking, um, when I'm traveling, like when I went to my sister's last week, you know, the only time I would be on my phone is I would pull over to the side of the road, park, and then I would send you a message or whatever and stuff. But other than that, my phone stays off even when I'm driving. And so yeah, you know, I'm sorry, hon, but I can't be on the phone like you do. I just can't do that. You know, and I understand that. It gives you something to do because you're by yourself. There's nobody else there with you. And, I totally understand that. I'm hoping that once we're together, that you won't be on your phone like you are. I mean, I don't want you to stop your social media or your, you know, I don't want you to stop anything, you know, but I don't want to feel like I'm, you know, that you would be like, say, on the computer or whatever. I don't want you to feel like you'd be sitting over there on the computer or on your phone and I'm just sitting here all by myself. I want us to do things together and, and I don't want to, I just don't want to, I don't want to be sitting in the background, when we're together. I want us to be involved with each other, doing things together, whether it's going for a drive or a walk or or just even if it's just walking around here in the apartment complex. It's a big thing. It's big, so there's plenty of room just to walk around here. So yeah, yeah, right. Well, I'm glad that you can. I know it's difficult for you because the stuff behind you and you can't stretch out like that from like side to side. But and it's difficult even you know because you got your computer and everything in front of you and the stuff behind you and stuff. So it makes it even difficult to stretch out that way also. So it's just you do the best you can. And I know, hon, once you're here, well, I mean, even when I'm there, where we'll be at, you'll have room to stretch out. It ain't like you won't be cramped and stuff. And here, you'll have plenty of room to stretch out. Uh oh, knock something down. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Where they're like spread apart and stuff. Yeah, instead of being straight up and down. Yeah, yeah. I know. Instead of like this, you want them to spread out a little bit and stuff. Yeah, I totally understand that. Now, of course, the majority of the time when I sleep, when I'm asleep, I always sleep on my side. And really, that next door. So I just I I can't wait for it to be together. I can't wait. I want that so badly to share my life with you, you to share your life with me. You know, I just want us to be together. More than just like this, and stuff. I want us to be together. You know, where we're actually physically, holding hands. Where we can actually, touch each other. Well, I mean, yeah, I know that the way you are and stuff. And I'm not sitting here like, oh yeah, okay. No, I'm looking at you. I mean, yeah, I understand. I understand why you did that. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, and I mean, and yeah, I see everything, but I'm not staring either. I'm concentrating on you. Carrying our conversation and stuff, and it's just, I'm not going to sit and just stare. You know, I ain't, if I, okay, even when I'm looking at your face, I could still see everything. So, you know, but I'm not going to sit and, instead of looking at your face, I'm not going to be looking down. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at your face and stuff. I'm, interacting with you. I see everything else, but I'm not going to sit and stare. I'm just not. Mm, I'm not that way, hon. I mean, you know, you'll learn that, when we're finally together, that, you know, we will see each other the way we see each other. You know, whether it's, this or that, whichever. You know, and hon, I know that we will be very, very, very happy together. I mean, and I don't want to say any. You understand what I'm saying without me saying something I shouldn't say. So, huh? Yeah, yeah. I mean, without me saying anything, you understand what I'm talking about. So, so I don't have to go into details because you understand. So, you look like you're ready to fall asleep because it's what, 7:18 right now. So. I mean, I don't know what time you're planning on going to sleep. I have no idea. Once you go to sleep, then I will go give my plasma. And you're going to go at 8, 9? Okay. 9, okay. Well, because they don't open until 8. So, so 10. So you're going to, yeah, okay. Well, see, we said goodnight at 10 o'clock last night, and that's when I went to bed. Well, it was 10 o'clock for me. It was 10 in the morning for you. So, so you know, so I mean, yeah, yeah, I can say, okay, you know, you wanted me to go to bed at 10 o'clock last night, so I went to bed at 10 o'clock. So I can say, well, then you need to go to bed at 10 o'clock. But if I leave to go get plasma, you'll probably, because I won't be around, so you'll probably be on your phone for 2 or 3 hours after I'm gone. Because I won't be here to see you, to see your camera and stuff. So I have no idea if I say, okay, that's 10 o'clock, time for you to go to bed, and I'm going to leave to go get plasma. I won't know whether you're on your phone for another 2 or 3 hours. But I know the way you are, you know, I can, we can say goodnight and stuff, and then, you know, who knows how long after that you stay on your phone. Because, you know, you got to realize, hon, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and whatever, it's not going to be gone. When you wake up, it'll still be there. So, so, you know, get some sleep. I mean, simple. I go to, when we said good night at 10 o'clock last night, you know, I shut my lights off and everything, went to, you know, CR, and then went to bed. So I don't know whether you had my camera on or not. I mean, I obviously you wouldn't have been recording while when I went to bed, but because well, you know how I sleep, so I mean, if you were recording, obviously you could not post that. That's for your own viewing. But so when I went to bed, were you recording? Now be honest, hon. When I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night, were you recording or watching or anything? Yeah, when I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night. You what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So after I went to bed, then you were live on Facebook. See, so you always go live when I can't watch you. You always do that, no matter what, whether it's on Facebook or on you always go live when I can't watch you. It's like it's making me feel like you don't want me to see you live. So because you always go live when I cannot watch you. Every time you go live, other than this, is when I'm either asleep or gone at work or or giving plasma. That's what you always go live when I'm not around and I can't watch you. And it's making me feel like you don't want me to see you going live. That's how I look at it. Because you always go live when I can't see you. Every time you go live, I never can see you. you but so you're going to go live on Facebook or whatever right now. sitting there the way you are. Yeah. So you're going to go walking now? Okay. Well, that'll be a first. That'll be a first for me. That'll be the first time I've ever seen you going live. I've never ever seen you going live. Never. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But you got to also remember, I don't know how long you're going to stay on live, you know, but you got to remember that I'm also going to go to give plasma too. You know, I'm not going to, you know, because I forget what it was that, you know, that I couldn't go and give plasma Monday because there was something going on. And so I was with you talking or whatever, so I couldn't go and give plasma Monday. So, but I am definitely going to go today and get plasma. Okay. So you need to charge it up. Yeah. So you definitely need to charge your phone. Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, while you're getting up, getting ready, and everything like that, and your phone's plugged in, I I need to go over, you know, in the other room. I need to go into the other room right now. Okay, I'll be right back. Yes.